get that set up for you. What's your last name? Oh, okay. And good contact number? Perfect. What area do you live in? Okay, great. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being as soon as possible, 10 being in 6 months from now, when would you like to install on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being as soon as possible, 10 being 6 months from now. Oh, I want to do it as soon as possible. Okay, great. Let me see if I can do that for you. Oh, I want to do it. I'm more like a 10. I want to do it in 6 months. Okay, perfect. What's motivating you to wait 6 months? Well, I got to get my money together. Oh, then we could potentially go into some financing things. Oh, let's see. Maybe about a 5, maybe in about 3 months from now. Okay, what's motivating you to wait until that time? Da 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 da. So what we want to do is somewhat in the beginning of the lead sheet. I guess it can be at the end, but we want to kind of gauge the customer of how soon they want to have this happen. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to say to them, how soon do you want to do it? We want to give them a time frame. So it shows on our side that, hey, you want to do it now, you want to do it in 6 months. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being as soon as possible, which is not necessarily now, but as soon as possible, 10 being in 6 months from now, when would you like to install? Because we're working on their time frame, right? And then they're going to give us a gauge of where they're at. And then from that gauge, the further out it is, we want to say, well, is there anything that we could do to help you speed that up if you would like? We want to offer something there because sometimes maybe they don't fully understand how the financing works or something. Start using this. Hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being as soon as possible, 10 being in about 6 months from now, where are you on the scale of when you want to install? And let the customer tell you. And then, unless they tell you as soon as possible, then ask questions. Ask things like, okay, what's going on that has you projecting that time? Ask neutrally. You just find out what's happening, and then once you got an idea of what's happening, you can also say, is there anything that we could do to help speed that up for you if you want, right? If you want something, we're trying to figure out. We're trying to use this as a tool where the customer feels comfortable to give us information regarding how how serious they are, what sort of timeline they want, and then of course if they say as soon as possible, then we're going to take action, a little bit differently, right? Start playing with it, start putting it into what you're doing, and give me some feedback on it, and then we'll adjust it as we need to going forward. Thanks.